Game 1 of the East Division Series between the Dockhounds and Dogs was a classic. Ryan Hernandez game-tying 3-run homer in the 9th, only to be topped by a walk-off 2-run homer by Chance Cisco. After an off day yesterday, now things turn to Wisconsin Brewing Company Park for Game 2, where the Dockhounds are aiming to force Game 3 tomorrow night. A look at the rest of the Miles Wolf Cup playoffs from across the American Association. Sioux City Explorers, they won the West Division, were able to handle the Sioux Falls Canaries on the road. The Fargo-Moorhead Redhawks won Game 1 at home 1-0. That series shifts back to Kansas City, where the Monarchs need to win 2 at home. And the Kane County Cougars went on the road to Franklin Field and won Game 1 2-1. Welcome inside the broadcast booth in Oconomowoc. Dominic Stern, Sam Corbett with you. Wednesday night was an absolute thriller. And unfortunately, the Dockhounds were on the wrong side of it.
Yeah, in 3 other games across the American Association playoffs where pitching dominated, it was the offense on both teams for both Chicago and Lake Country that just exploded out of nowhere. 29 combined hits, offense early and late, plenty of drama.
The Dockhounds scored as many runs as the other 6 teams combined in the other 3 matchups. But still, Lake Country now finds themselves on the brink of elimination. Let's take a look at how the Dockhounds and Dogs compared during the regular season. Lake Country in the season series won it 12-6, but you see the Dogs more offensive-centric to Lake Country's pitching staff, which was one of the best in the American Association.
Yeah, you see that sub-4 ERA as a staff. That was really a turning point for Lake Country to get under that 4.00 mark. But we knew coming into this series that Chicago is going to have the best offense in the American Association, aggressive early swingers, and they paid the price for it on Wednesday.
Their bats showed up on Wednesday. Now Lake Country's pitching staff turns to Jacob Nix, who has been so strong each time he's taken the mound, but just his second outing since returning from Mexico.
Yeah, and in his first outing back in a relief appearance against Milwaukee, there's still some of those returning jitters, but once he settled in, had great command of the zone, and his full arsenal was working. He threw a bullpen. That cutter looked incredibly sharp.
The Dockhounds were able to score 9 runs on Wednesday night. You had 3 batters get 3 hits. How important is it for them to keep that momentum despite the loss?
Well, it's all about flushing and having a short-term memory. That's what the Dockhounds emphasized when they were going through that skid at the start of the month. And it's just a matter of showing up to the ballpark, ready to compete, knowing that it's going to be another dogfight with the Dogs.
Dockhounds' backs against the wall. We'll see how they respond tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in on AABaseball.tv. First pitch, moments away.